The fact Jason DeRuiter is even running today, much less alive, is exceptional.
It's unreal, right? It's actually mind-boggling, the entire everything.
Jason got into running relatively late, at 41, but by his second marathon he'd already clocked an impressive 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Which is only 6 minutes off of the Boston qualifier. And so that's where I decided, hey, I gotta train for this for real.
So he set a goal on qualifying for the prestigious Boston Marathon. 2 years ago he ran the Victoria Marathon, a qualifying race.
It started really well. The day was awesome. There's 10,000 runners. It's super exciting. The energy's there.
Looking good. I was feeling really celebratory because I knew he was going to make his Boston qualifying time. And I watched him go by and I watched him cross the finish line.
The CHEK cameras caught him finishing with a qualifying time of 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Jason Ruiter from Nanaimo.
5 minutes under his goal.
And then apparently shortly after, I walked into the first aid tent, walked up to one of the guys that was there and said, something doesn't feel right. And then I hit the ground and my heart just stopped beating.
And I went to find Jason and he had disappeared. Like, he was gone. I searched for him for 2 hours after the race.
DeRuiter was officially dead for 8 minutes. Fortunately, the man he approached in the tent that day was a doctor. DeRuiter was revived, but does not recall anything until he came out of a coma 3 days later in hospital. At first, doctors said he may not run again, but eventually they gave him the green light.
You know, life is really way too short to just survive it. So you can't be afraid, and you gotta live.
And so this weekend he signed up for the Victoria Half Marathon, his first race exactly 2 years to the day later.
It's kind of cool because it finishes on the exact spot where I collapsed.
As for whether he'll be nervous at the finish line, DeRuiter says this time he has a defibrillator in his chest.